Hey, what's going on guys? Today we are going to be going through the top 5 best true damage champions. So if you want to find out who they are, make sure to watch this video all the way through to the end. With that said, enjoy the video guys. Coming up on number 5 we have Cho'Gath, a champion with an execute ultimate. However, this one is broken. The more you use his ultimate ability, the bigger and tankier he gets. I swear, if you keep eating random stuff or champions whenever your ultimate ability is up, you can eventually end up with 4k to 5k HP in the late game. That's quite insane if you ask me. Now, the reason why Cho'Gath is so great for true damage is that his ultimate does true damage and it scales based on AP and a percentage of Cho'Gath HP. And guess what Cho'Gath builds? Health or AP, usually health. So Cho'Gath can potentially swallow an ADC that's 50% HP in the late game. The more he eats, the bigger and tankier he gets, and Cho'Gath can also silence people by simply screaming in their face to shut the fuck up. Well, coming up on number 4 we have Gwen. Well, Gwen's parents didn't teach her one of the most important rules. Do not run with scissors, because this girl uses them for everything. But soon you'll realize that those scissors deal a lot of damage. Gwen's passive ability deals true damage. Well, technically the scissors do, but it's a passive that allows it. But to make sure you'll be able to deal damage, the enemy must come right in the middle of those scissors. At first it will take you some time to get used to it, but in a few games you'll be snipping people in half with ease. Do not worry about being outrun or someone escaping your grasp, as you can dash with your E ability. And that ability also gives you on-hit damage on your enemies. Have fun snipping people in half. The reason she is so great for true damage is that people in the middle of the scissors, her Q, receive true damage, a lot of it. When using your E ability, Gwen will dash forward and also gain on-hit damage, and she can hide from all incoming damage with her W. Coming up on number 3 we have Camille. Seriously, I've talked about this Spider-Man wannabe so many times, but what can I do when she's so good? Like seriously, she fills almost all the roles. She's kind of perfect, you might say, in her twisted way. When it comes to Camille, her main source of damage is her Q ability. With that ability, she can one-shot almost any squishy and demolish tanks without a problem. The only issue you might encounter playing this champion is when they dodge your E, since getting close to them will be a slight problem. Other than that, this champion is perfect, as I said. Her Q has a bit of a wind-up, so don't go rushing in instantly. Play your cards correctly and everyone shall be feared of you. You can also become untargetable for a few seconds while using your ultimate ability, so you can do some cool plays with it. The reason she is so good for true damage is that a single Q can deal up to 1000 true damage. You heard me, 1000. She cuts through people like butter, and she becomes untargetable while casting her ultimate ability. On our second spot we have Vayne. Playing Vayne feels like a dream, honestly. A nice fever dream. The way that you can slice through anyone if you have enough attack speed never ceases to amaze me, and it's because of an ability that you don't even have to cast. All you have to do is build attack speed and you're doing God's work. It's simple to play Vayne and it's relaxing as well. All you have to do is a bit of farming, a bit of killing champions, and what do you know, you already won the game. You can also dodge abilities with Vayne's Q, push people away with your E, or perhaps even cast your R to turn invisible when you dodge. What do you say about that, eh? How about you give a good old Vayne a try and see how you like dealing true damage to people. It feels like you're shooting from an M60. Why Vayne is so great for true damage? Her W deals true damage and it's a passive ability. The higher the attack speed, the more true damage you'll be able to deal. You can dodge incoming attacks and or abilities with her Q, and casting your R allows you to turn invisible when you dodge. Seriously, Vayne is a tank melter. You build armor? Well, she doesn't care. She will Seriously, Vayne is a tank shredder. Well, you stacked up armor doesn't really matter against Vayne. Tanks and squishies are the same thing to her. For our number 1 true damage dealer we have Seth. This guy will send you to another match if he punches you with his W. It's a bit of a hard ability to land at first, but no worries, you'll get used to it. Seth is usually played in the top lane. Well, one quick tip is not to hit your W key instantly. Do not pre-ejaculate, because then you'll not be able to do any damage whatsoever. The best way to use this ability is to take a bit of a beating and once Seth turns Super Saiyan, go all in. You can also have your teammates help you during this struggling battle, as your W can one-shot anyone that's squishy and doesn't have a lot of HP. But even though Seth is very fun to play, the best ability in this kit is his ultimate. The reason he's so good for true damage is because he's able to one-shot any squishies after taking a bit of a beating. He also gains a huge shield while casting his W, allowing him to instantly turn the tables of a fight. He deals the most true damage out of any champion. He is the king of true damage and Vayne is the queen. And finally, on our honorable mentions we have Master Yi. Yeah, he's very good. And that's it for our list, guys. If you enjoyed the list, make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. If you disagree with our list, make sure to leave a comment down below and let us know. That's it for today, guys. See you next time.